We must create the environmental conditions within the body to be able to work with Qi.
Soaking up from the feet, awareness moves up through the body, through the torso, connected, through the ribs, through the arms, peering up. Stretched and open, and then we sink back down, and as we sink back down, lowering the awareness down at the height of the hands, the chin comes back to parallel, and then we release awareness down, soften down to find the feet, so that we can go from the feet, through the legs, through the torso, connected between upper and lower, through the arms, and the gaze goes out through the hands, vertical plane, and then we wash the awareness back down through the body at the height of the hands.
So we're wanting to set the foundation to be able to develop Qi skill, or the skill of working with Qi. The first step is to open the body, create the environment in the body to be able to do so. Like anything, if you're an athlete and you want to be able to jump high, then you have to build the mechanics and the environment within your body to be able to do that mechanism. For us, we need a body which is open. A body which is closed is not going to allow, forget about Qi, it's not even going to allow circulation of the blood. So one of the places that we fundamentally look at opening the body is through the joints. And the shoulders and the hips are very primary. They're the gateway between the torso and the limbs. On a basic level, that means that you have to relax the muscles, the tissues in the body. If we're contracting, then we're just going to pull on the tendons. It's not going to open the body. It's not going to make space between the flesh and the bone so that we can articulate that space and work with Qi in a meaningful way. As I've said before, squat is very important. If you can do it, try to perfect it. More verticality, more depth. If you can't do it, work towards it. Work towards it. So we're going to bring the feet back into a parallel position. Now, before we come up from here, and we're going to slowly come up, slowly unfurling, I want you to set the intention. It doesn't matter what you think is physiologically possible or not. That's irrelevant. What I want you to do is set the intention that you're just going to move with your bones. That as you rise up in the bones, releasing inside, unfurling the vertebrae, one at a time, you're going to let go of any muscular contraction, continually releasing in the tissues of the body.
And we're gradually releasing up as the hands trace up the front of the body, releasing in the tissues, softening in the legs so that everything, all the release can pass through the gateway of the hips, softening down to find the feet.
The wave from the foot to the hand, releasing up from the feet, through the body and out to the hands. And then softening in the hips and the shoulders and saturating awareness back down from the hands to the feet.
So we'll go into detail on Thursday night, but one thing I want you to be aware of is that as my hands come away from my body, it wants to pull my hips forward. We go into the balls of the feet a little bit. So we have to apply a little bit of a counter to that in order to maintain verticality. So as my forearms are rising up on this plane, I just want to get a sense of the almost like the sacrum is moving slightly backwards. So if my sacrum moves forward, my hips move forward, everything becomes double weighted towards the front. So my fix is that I soften through the sacrum, like the sacrum is going backwards away from the forearms, backwards away from the hands. and that helps me to maintain my verticality. This continual binary of opening, finding space, returning, releasing, coming back. So that's the postures are always opening and closing. Okay, this interchange of spaciousness and release, which is akin to the foundation that we set in place from day one, which was our abdominal breathing. Remember that we're cultivating the natural breath, which has a gentle expansion and opening on inhalation and a gentle receding and returning on exhalation. So you can see that that transposes through to the physical postures and also the nature of how you use your awareness, not just pushing my hands out, separating from the center, separating this from the center and then opening through the joints, open. And each time we go through this horizontal plane in the Qigong sequence, we pass through this posture. When we play it nice and close, the scapula, the shoulder blades can fall down the back, like the mechanical arm picks up the hand.
Release through to the feet, center, and then divide. Horizontal plane.
And just using this gesture to center the awareness. Abdominal breathing, tongue on the roof of the mouth, and cultivating the quality of release. We want to carry this through life, not just in the practice, but all the time.
In order to do so, we turn the mind inward. The very act of turning the mind inward is that quality of receiving, like listening to a far off sound. Don't interrupt it. Don't go out to it. Let it come to you. Of course, we don't retreat away from it. We don't reach out to it, but we are present and we are able to receive in the present moment. So allow that inpouring. Kidneys, legs. Know the contact point of the feet on the ground. Enjoy your practice and see you again. Thank you.